This is a walk-around tour of Modcon's caravan, the Cruiser 16. It's an off-road caravan with excellent clearance. It's quite high up off the ground at the back there. Independent trailing arm suspension, and has a Tare of 2180, ATM of 2800. It's just under 8 meters long, 7.7 meters long, and made out of fiberglass composite panel, 30mm thick composite panel with a foam core closed cell inner. So inside we can see some bunk beds on the right. Right hand side we have the dining area, on the left hand side the kitchen, and then the adult's bed at the end. You can sleep 5 altogether in this camper. We have another version which sleeps 3. It has an island style bed, but this bed is an east-west bed, queen size bed. As you see, there are plenty of windows, so you have great cross flow ventilation. Plenty of light comes in. All the windows have blinds and screens for privacy, and then we have a roof vent which also has blinds and screens and lighting. That allows hot air to rise, and out it goes. You can see plenty of lighting, a nice airy feel. Windows where you need them. So that's seating for 4. As we go to the rear of the van, you can see the full-length mirror, and on the left inside there, that's where the ensuite is. Then we have the bunk beds. And one of the beauties of this foam core insulated fiberglass panel is that it has really good insulation, so that sleeping is quite comfortable for the children there. That's the eating area converted into the 5th bed. So the ensuite is a fiberglass module. We have an extractor fan up the top with the window, towel rack, Tetford cassette toilet, and we have a wash basin and a mirror. So it's compact but practical, easy to keep clean. So the kitchen area itself, you can have it all closed up like this for prepping your food. Then when you want to cook, you have the Tetford stove with the 3-burner stove top with the 1-burner electric, and then obviously there's a sink, hot and cold water. There's also a water filter on the right there, so that supplies filtered water. So a real practical kitchen with a nice window, so you get plenty of light. But underneath the stove top we have a grill. That's the grill tray there, and underneath the grill is the oven. They're both gas, so really you can cook to your heart's content. There's no real restriction on what you can cook in this kitchen. And we have the range hood with the extractor fan above, and it has an inbuilt light as well. Above that we have the electrical switchboard, water level gauges for the tanks and so on, and then we have storage to the left of that. Have a 240 volt outlet and the 12 volt USB and 6 socket and the touch light. So to the right we have the fridge. It's a 152 litre Tetford fridge, the inbuilt freezer, well insulated, that freezer. And you have the normal racks and crisper and racks in the door. All these fridges have safety locks for when you're travelling over rough roads, so the door won't swing open. Then you have the microwave oven, which operates off 240 volt above that, and the air conditioner, which also operates off 240 volt. It's a domestic air conditioner. Right, back to the electrics. Underneath the seat we have the dedicated electrical section. It's where we house the smart charger, inverter and battery. Smart charger is 70 amp, inverter is 2000 watts, battery is a lithium ion 240 watts. Also in the back wall there you can see some extractor fans so we don't get heat build up inside there. So it's really an elaborate electrical section that can keep you out pre-camping for a long period of time. There are two 100-watt solar panels on the roof as well. Underneath the bunk bed we have the Truma hot water system. So that's electric and gas, so it operates either or. Then we have some storage to the left of that. I should mention this is a prototype version, so we have more storage in drawers that we haven't put in this one, underneath the main bed and underneath the seat, one of the seats. So that will be coming out in the production models. The section at the back on the far end, that is also accessible from the outside. That's where the cassette toilet is emptied. Right, from the outside we have this fantastic cooking area with the bench, 4-burner gas stove with a wind guard, sink, hot and cold water, lighting. Real practical, usable outside cooking area. So when the family's outside, the cook can be outside too. We've also got outside speakers. We've got a 240 volt outlet out there and a USB as well, with SIG socket as well, and a bench. So real functional outside living for a caravan. In front we have a extra box. It's a ventilated box. It's all wired up. It's got LED lighting. It's wired up for power, so you can actually put a fridge on the slide there if you want. So you can have an outside drinks fridge, so you don't have to keep going inside, opening up the main fridge to get drinks, so the kids can have their drinks outside. You don't have to use it for that, but that's what it's designed for. Above that is the rack, firewood, or what have you. This camper is designed for remote touring. So we have two 9kg gas bottle holders, stone guard, and then you can see the front of the camper. So there's lighting underneath the awning and lighting on the van itself. So if you don't have the awning out, you still have lighting for the outside. And the awning is a manual type, trouble-free, easy to use. You just wind it in and out using that pole, a removable pole. Now on the back of the camper we have a toolbox for various things, and we have two jerry can holders, a spare wheel, and above it we have the reversing camera. Should mention, you can see that the curve in the roof line there with the back wall. So the back wall, the roof and the front wall, they're all a single piece panel, so no joins. Makes it really good for insulation, makes it really good for water sealing. So on the right hand side, as I said before, this is where the cassette toilet can be removed, and there's also a little bit of storage there for various things. And then you have the outside shower. This is for, you come back from the beach, you want to rinse off the sand before you get inside. That's a really good option there, hot and cold water obviously. Then moving along, this is where you plug your van into mains power or a generator. That's your 15 amp inlet. Then you have your water inlets, one for filling the tanks and the other one for the mains water, attaching that. That's a pressure reducer inlet. And then you have a bit of storage behind the slide out kitchen. Quite a bit really. All these doors are triple sealed, so good for water and dust. And then you have the other side of the front box. So a really good package, great for families, and the Cruiser 16 Island version is great for couples, made out of latest materials using the latest manufacturing techniques, and a relatively light van ready for the off-road.